Hey, what's up guys, this is Vimal here and welcome back to TRHD. Today we are checking out a special smartphone. This was probably one of the first budget bezel-less smartphones ever made. It's the Doogee Mix. You guys might say, why are you unboxing this phone now, Vimal? Isn't it too late? But let me tell you, this was the phone that started the hype of bezel-less displays on budget category phones. We've already seen a lot of Mix 2 phones recently, but I was curious to see the Gen 1 bezel-less device and that made me get the Doogee Mix. So the Doogee Mix comes in this box packing. It says Mini plus Max is equal to Mix. This is the 4GB plus 64GB variant. It also comes in 6GB RAM model. There's nothing much written on the box. Let's get started with the unboxing. I wanna thank Banggood for sending me this product for review purpose. On opening the box, we have the phone at the top. Let's take it out of this cover. So here is the Doogee Mix. Looks very compact. It has a 5.5-inch Super AMOLED display with a 93% screen-to-body ratio. We'll just keep it aside for now and see what else do we have in the box. We get a 5V 2A charger. The Doogee Mix doesn't support fast charging. You also get a USB to micro USB type cable for charging and data transfer, a SIM ejection tool, and we also have a box here. Let's open it and check it out. You get a case for the phone. The quality of the case looks very nice. It has a soft matte finish on it. There's a user manual. Now make sure to read that, and you also get an extra screen guard in the box. There is already one pre-installed on the phone. So these were all the items we got in the box. Now let's check out the phone. I've got the Dazzle Black model. It also comes in blue and silver. It has a pre-installed screen guard on both the front and the back. From my first impressions, I would definitely say it's very compact and feels easy to hold. Let's peel the sticker. So this is how the Doogee Mix looks like. We have the earpiece at the top. It has a 5.5-inch Super AMOLED display. We've got the fingerprint scanner here and a 5-megapixel front-facing camera on the bottom right corner. On the right side, we've got the power button and a volume rocker. The quality of the buttons is good. They feel tactile and clicky. You've got the 3.5mm headphone jack at the top, a SIM card slot on the left side. It's a dual SIM smartphone and supports nano SIM cards. On the bottom, we've got a regular micro USB type port, a microphone, and a speaker. This is how back of the phone looks like. You've got a dual camera setup on it. One is a 16 megapixel and the other one is an 8 megapixel one. You've got an LED flash beside that. Let's just peel the sticker. It's a good thing that it comes with the screen guard pre-installed at the back also. It's completely made of glass and has a clean and simple look. There's nothing written on it except the Doogee logo. Okay, let's power on the phone and see if it's got some juice in it. By the time this phone boots up, let's go through the specs of this phone. It has a 5.5-inch Super AMOLED 720p display with 93% screen-to-body ratio, has MediaTek Helio P25 octa-core CPU clocked at 2.5 GHz, comes with 4GB RAM and 64GB ROM, has 16 plus 8 megapixel f2.0 dual rear camera setup, and a 5 megapixel front-facing camera. The Doogee Mix comes with a 3380 mAh battery and weighs about 193 grams. Okay guys, the phone has booted up and I've also gone through the setup process. It feels comfortable to hold in the hand, but it's definitely heavy. The Doogee Mix has an active fingerprint scanner that also doubles as a home button. It's not physically clickable, you just need to touch it to go back. Now let's see how the fingerprint scanner performs. The fingerprint scanner on it is accurate, unlocks the phone in a decent time, but it's not the fastest I've seen. And this is how the home screen looks like. It has a custom Doogee OS theme on it, and this is its launcher. The UI feels smooth. I didn't experience any lag on it. The launcher is customizable and has lots of options on it, like a dedicated theme store, wallpapers, and also scroll effects. Let me show you the notifications panel. This is how it looks like. It has a custom Doogee theme on it with rounded icons. There's also a blue light filter on it. That's really useful. Now let's check out the settings app. This is how the settings app looks like. You've got the wireless and network settings. Let's see what do we have in the display settings. You've got Mira Vision. It's a special display engine that lets you tune the display as per your preferences. You've got 3 picture modes, Standard, Vivid and User. I'm leaving it at default. Along with that, you've also got Dynamic Contrast and Blue Light Defender. And these are the other display options. You also have navbar settings where you can permanently hide the navbar and use the fingerprint scanner to navigate. That can be very useful if you want to utilize the entire display. And the navbar style can also be changed. You can swap the back and the recent tasks button as per your convenience. So these were the display settings. Let's check out how much storage is available on it. This is the 64GB model. I've already installed a few apps and games on it. And as you can see, I'm left with about 45GB of free space. Out of the box you get around 48 to 49 GB of usable space. Now let's check out the About phone. I've received up to 3 OTA updates on it as soon as I powered it on. It's running Doogee OS v2 on top of Android Nougat 7.0. Here's the Easter egg. And the security patch it's running is Jan 2018. So that was about the settings app. Now let's talk about the display. It has a 720p Super AMOLED display with a screen to body ratio of 93%. The display quality is good. The colors look rich and vibrant. The white balance of the display is also good. But it's only a 720p panel, so the display doesn't look that sharp. It's not that noticeable, but still I felt that the company should have gone with a 1080p display. It's quite bright, you won't have any issues using it in outdoors, and the viewing angles were also fine. Now let's talk about the speaker quality. Let's play music and check it out. The speaker quality is good. It only has a single down-firing speaker. The audio feels crisp and clear. There's no distortion even at max volume, but the audio output was less on it. It could have been a bit louder. Now let's talk about the benchmarks. I've installed Antutu on it and ran benchmarks. It got a score of about 76,754, which is a pretty good score. You can easily play graphic intensive games on it. And coming to the Geekbench scores, it got a single core score of 810 and a multi-core score of 2869. Let's check out the gaming performance. Let's start with Asphalt 8. The gaming performance was really good. I was playing all the games in high graphics settings and haven't seen any lags or stutters on it. The gaming experience was quite good. You'll have a great time playing games on this phone. I've also played MC5 on it, just check out the gameplay. Now let me show you the camera app. This is how the camera interface looks like. Swiping left brings up the filters. You've got flash settings, front camera toggle, and the general camera settings. On the bottom you've got different modes like face beauty, blur, and monochrome. The Doogee Mix can also shoot videos in 4K. Let me show you the resolutions. There you go, it can shoot in 4K at 25 frames per second. Okay, let's see how fast the shutter is. It's quite fast guys, there is zero shutter lag, that is very nice. Now let me show you a few photo and video samples shot on it. The camera quality was average. It has a dual camera setup at the back. One is a 16 megapixel and the other one is 8 megapixel. Out of them, one has an RGB sensor and the other one has a monochrome sensor to shoot true black and white photos. The detail in the photos was good, the colors were nice, but the dynamic range was limited. The photos in the blur mode turned out to be good, but what I felt was it was just keeping the central area sharp and blurring out the rest of the photo. And on my testing, I found out that one of the cameras was not working on it. I don't know what the reason was, maybe I got a defective unit. This is a sample shot on the front facing camera. The quality was below average. This is a 4K video sample shot on it. The video quality was good, the sharpness was nice, the colors were accurate, and it also had electronic image stabilization on it. Talking about the battery life was fine. I was getting about 3.5 to 4 hours of screen on time with my kind of usage, which included watching videos on YouTube, slight gaming, and using social media apps. I could easily get about a day to day and a half's battery life. And the call conversation quality was also good on it. So that was my video on the Doogee Mix. It was one of the first cheap bezel-less phones on the market. It was a good phone back then, but now the competition is seriously high. You're getting much better phones with higher specs for the same price. It costs about 10,500 rupees. If they could lower down the price as it's a bit old now, then it would be really nice. It's available on Banggood. I'll just leave a link to that in the description box below. You can check it out there. So that was it for today. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more new awesome videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one.